Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
A pair of teams both looking to get their season on track face off inside the Arrington Ice Arena. Adrian has faced the best teams in the nation early, but are still looking for that first win. They face a powerhouse program from the north in Michigan State University. The Spartans have played half as many games as Adrian to this point in the year, but have a losing record. Both teams were ranked in the top 10 in the nation last season, but only one can capture a much-needed win. It's ACHA women's hockey right here on ACTV. Welcome, everyone. I'm Josh Mitchell, joined this afternoon by Owen Barber. And Owen, it's been a disappointing start to the season at this point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, as you said, Josh, the Bulldogs are still looking for their first win of the season. They're, in fact, 0-10 on a 10-game losing streak. However, many players have recently returned from injury this past couple weeks, such as Weglars and Graham. So this will create much more depth on the bench and a lot more energy needed, as those are some key players on this team. They've done very well in the past couple years. So we're looking for maybe a new Bulldog team that maybe isn't the same 0-10 team that we've seen before.
This is the second game of a home-and-home. These teams played each other in East Lansing yesterday. MSU came away with a 3-1 victory in that game, but they leave the safety of their home ice for the first time in a while, Owen.
Yeah, so this is the Spartans' first game on the road since September 6th, and in fact, the Spartans are 0-1 on the road, losing their one game on the road against Central Michigan. So this will be a big factor in today's game. Like, will the Spartans know how to deal with the quote-unquote bus legs that teams see in the first period? Will they be able to just stomp on Adrian's throats, or will Adrian have a chance to take advantage of the Spartans?
For Adrian, they're going to have to find some offense. They've been outscored 6-61 through their first 10 games.
Yeah, so that's definitely a bit more on the defensive side as well. Obviously, we have good goaltending within Tract, and it looks like Kennedy, who is starting tonight. And but they need to make sure that they keep the shots away from her and keep more shots on the opposite side.
We'll step aside. Puck drop moments away. The Arrington Ice Arena, a showdown that was top 10 in the nation a year ago. Both teams looking for a big win. Puck drop is next on ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena, where the Michigan State Spartans come to town to take on the Adrian College Bulldogs. Pair of teams desperate for a win early on in the season. As we said in the open, Adrian College has played some of the best teams in the nation early on, but have yet to find that first victory.
Yeah, that's something to look into in this type of game, is the strength of schedule. Like, obviously Michigan State, a good team, is in fact 2-3. So this is a team that maybe Adrian can take some of that experience from playing these much bigger teams and much better teams, such as the Liberties of D2 and Lawrence Tech. Some pretty good teams there. And let's see if they can use that. They can use that experience that they've had against those teams and use them against Michigan State to possibly come out on top tonight.
Adrian has a pair of goalies. Both have seen about equal time this season. Emily Track, the main goalie. However, she's going to step aside for Charlie Reidner this afternoon. Reidner has 30 goals against and a .841 save percentage. We are underway from the Arrington. Josh Mitchell and Owen Barber here with you. You all the action for this women's D2 hockey matchup. Out in front early is Lempa. She's going to take it onto the far side. Feed it over the blue line. Beat the Adrian defenders into the back. Swings around there to Raymond, but taken away by a Bulldog. That's Nato who will send it down ice. Quickly ahead to Walgares. She loses it back to center ice, back to Nato. Her long shot right into the waiting arms of the Michigan State goalie. This is Rorick, wearing number 35. However, if you check online, she's listed as number 1 on the roster, but wearing 35 tonight. A little bit of a glitch somewhere in the system. She's had a pretty good season, only 7 goals against through their first 5 games. Back to center ice for Adrian. McCarrigan fighting on the far side. Poking around there, pulled out by Cavalier. Not quite able to get it though. Now it's tapped away. Down ice by Zebley. Not able to get it over the blue line. Now it's taken away again by Graham. She'll get it over center ice, trying to play it off the wall. Loses it. And the defense by Wyas loses it back to center. Trying to feed it down ice was Heaton, but instead it's lost back to neutral ice. Now fed down into the corner. Going to chase it down there is Haynes. Hayes will feed it back out in front. Nobody quite there. Taken away again. Trying to get it back into center. Now it wraps around to the far side once again. Not able to get anything there. Lady ends up on the ice. Was out in front for a second, but tapped away by Reidner. Bulldogs will go on transition back the other way. Path with it. She goes over into the back line. Feeds it back into center. Poked away there by Larson. Larson has it tapped away and goes right towards goal, but nobody there for Adrian. Well, now out in front once again. Tap, not quite there. Deflection so dangerous, often out in front. Not able to make anything happen that time. Out in front again, shot, goal! Catherine Graham, her second of the year, finds its way to the back of the net, and Adrian claims a 1-0 lead.
Some great offensive zone pressure to start out. 3 shots and some great net front presence from number 26, Shelby Goodman. And then the defense on the other side hits Graham's shot on a deflection, and the goalie is just not there to see it. Great net front presence from Goodman, and now the Bulldogs lead 1-0 early in this game.
We talked about Adrian needing to find some offense. Only 6 goals through the first 10 games. They did put up a goal in East Lansing yesterday. Claim an early advantage here, less than 3 minutes into this game. Michigan State back with it on the far side. Herbist poking away with it there in the corner. Trying to get it out. She falls to the ice, and they'll skate around to the far side over to Brum. Brum not able to quite get it. It'll go back into the corner once again. Pushing and shoving there with McCarrigan. So now it goes back. A Bulldog loses her stick. That's Morrison. Blocked right at center ice. Morrison able to recover the stick, get back into position, goes over the blue line all the way down into neutral ice. Adrian will roll down to the far side. We'll send it over to Dobbs on the near side. She plays it off the wall to Raidman. Her skating down the ice, sends it back behind goal. Dobbs will rotate around, and they'll leave it off to her teammate, Wise. Wise will take it back in behind. Still fighting there. McCarrigan takes it away, and she'll skate down the ice. Coming over quickly to try and poke that one away was Lampa, but she's not able to get it. Instead, it goes all the way back down into the Michigan State end. Now we head back to neutral ice. Both teams kind of poking at it. Adrian not quite able to get the steal. Now they do. Out in neutral ice. Nato has it. She tries to go on the attack. Lamba pokes it away. Kennedy there as well. Now it plays it off the wall. Does Zivley. Goes into the far corner. Cavalier trying to chase it down. Instead is wrapped around by Varos. Varos there. Cavalier trying to steal it. Not quite able to get there. Back to the near side for Weber. Weber plays it down off the wall. Goes over the blue line. Back into neutral ice. Nato will try and corral it there. Plays it over to Zebling. Not quite able to see that one coming. But turns into a 3-on-2 transition. Kennedy down ice, has it deflected away in the far zone by Weber. Plays back over to center, goes over the blue line. Adrian will play it back off the wall once again. Kennedy loses it, and it goes over to Michigan State. Line change for Adrian. Play on it neutral ice. Nato now has it on the far side. She plays it ahead to the goal scorer, Graham. She'll go in the attack, shot wide to the left. Wraps back around to the near side to McCarrigan. She'll skate down behind goal. She sends it back out in front. Nobody there for Adrian. Michigan State tries to get on the attack. Able to keep it on the offensive zone for a moment. Instead, it'll go through all the way down to the far end as Wise will chase it down there. And we have a whistle.
Some good back and forth action there from both teams. Bulldogs leading the shots 4-0. Michigan State's yet to get a shot on the goalie, yet to challenge out Shally Rydenor. And now there's going to be an offensive faceoff for the Bulldogs to see if they can get anything else going off of this.
Rorik, now 8 goals given up on the season. Adrian only 7 goals scored so far this campaign, but leading this one 1-0. Michigan State comes out of the face-off with possession. They'll play it off the wall, far down. Varos trying to chase it down there. They get around on the wrap, back to Orski, fighting for it behind net. McCarrigan comes out of there with it. Plays it off for Skate, down the wall, able to get it off over the blue line and down ice is Brum. Chasing it down back there was Graham. Not quite able to get there as plays over to a Spartan in the center, tapped away back to neutral ice to Nato. Nato tries to feed it over, stolen away on the attack by Wong. Wong in front, shot blocked away. Wong, the top goal scorer for this Adrian team, not able to find anything there. Nato has it taken away. Attack once again, not quite able to get a shot off there. It goes high in the sky into the netting here at the Arrington.
That was a good, calm, collected save by Ryden Orr. The Spartans' number 6 was able to just get back to the defender. It could have been really bad and maybe a big change in energy if the Spartans got that one off early, but now the Bulldogs still maintain their lead.
Aggressive plays there, trying to get the steal, not quite able to do so. Nato fighting for it back behind net, wraps around to the near side. Corralled there by Johnson. She sends it out in front, not quite able to get a shot on goal. There are the Spartans. Wrapping around now, shot, left it away. Leinster not able to do anything there. Goes over the blue line, so Michigan State will corral it back here. Execute part of a line change. Nato has it momentarily. She pokes it forward into the offensive zone. Paff going to try and chase it down there with Priant chasing around back there. Michigan State trying to generate something on transition. Goes all the way through to the far end. They will skate back, and we'll have an icing.
So far, it looks like Adrian's been able to maintain some of the pressure from Michigan State. We saw a little bit in the last little bit where we had some nice cycles from the Spartans team. Adrian's been able to take everything and get it out of their zone, which is important for them, especially in their past with their goals for and goals against records.
Paff won the faceoff momentarily, not able to get a shot out of it though, and Michigan State will go on the attack through the back line. Long range shot, bouncing away in front, goes around behind net. McCarrigan physical play. Both ladies go to the ice, and we got a whistle.
Penalty is going to be on number 77, Morn McCarrigan, getting a cross-checking call for hitting the Spartan attacker in the boards on the corner there. Not allowed in this level of league, and now the Bulldogs are going to be on the 2-minute penalty kill. So very important for the Bulldogs to kill this off and maintain their early lead for this game.
Kerrigan will head to the box, and Michigan State will have the advantage. 5-on-4. Able to poke it away here. Clears it out to neutral ice. Will burn the first 20 seconds off of this power play. Back over to Nato. She'll throw it down once again. It goes all the way through. Back onto the back line. Skating down there quickly as Zebli to prevent a icing being called. Pokes around there. Nato trying to keep it on this end. Able to do so far out in front. Looks, shot, not quite there. Good save by Rorik. Cavalier with the attack. Michigan State controls the puck. They'll start the transition. Loses it back to center ice. Taken away once again by Heaton. She'll get it onto the offensive side. Trying to reset here. Still 60 seconds to go here in the power play. Waits for a couple of fresh skates to come in off of the bench. Able to clear it out again is Nato. It'll go all the way through to the far end. Riker comes out to play it. Skate around the back. Aggressive defense here for the Bulldogs. Now they'll get it back out to neutral ice. Raidman trying to get through. Fought for it. Not able to control it. And Adrian has done a good job so far of keeping the puck out of the offensive end, preventing even any opportunities on this power play. Weber takes it down onto this side. Now it gets back out in front. Deflected. Sits in front for a moment. Out around the other side. A save by Reidner. Had to lay out for that one. I think she got it with the tip of her skate to deflect that one away. This game remains 1-0. Adrian advantage. Back behind net once again as the penalty kill officially in. McCarrigan back on the ice as the Bulldogs even the numbers after the penalty kill. Send it all the way back down behind net. Adrian will try and generate offensive possession from there. Skating down the ice. Morrison on the offensive end. Her shot blocked away. Michigan State will corral it, trying to get possession. Morrison trying to steal it away. Fight for it back behind net. Both ladies go down. Arm up from the official.
It's a physical Bulldog team tonight as Adrian gets their second hitting penalty of the night. This one's going to be on Aubrey Morrison. Let's take a look at some of those replays here, especially this one amazing save by Ryder Noor. You see the puck, it's easy shot in front, and the rebound is there, but Ryder Noor goes right across the net and is able to stop that one. Great save in order to keep the Bulldogs' advantage. And now looks like she might have to do it again as the Bulldogs are on another penalty kill.
Morrison to the box, another penalty kill for these Bulldogs. Still holding on to that 1-0 advantage off the early goal from Catherine Graham, excuse me. We head back on the power play once again for Adrian. On the offensive attack is Wallace, who plays it off the wall and find it on the back end. Not able to corral it there. It'll go all the way back down onto the far end. Adrian will get out, trying to apply some of this pressure. Graham out to attack. Cavalier trying to keep it on this end. Graham there as well. Now it squirts out to neutral ice. Deflected again. Now on the breakaway. Out in front. Pass over. Not quite there. Oreski looking for Raidman in front. Not able to get the pass there, so we'll skate the other direction. Cavalier trying to keep him from moving down the ice. Zebley takes a swing and a miss. Now down shot. Trying to collect it there. Reidner finally able to get the full cover up. Kind of went into her glove and squirted out, but ends up corralling it in the end. We remind you to stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow AdrianCollegeTV today. Fighting for it back into this near side corner. Both teams kind of poking at it here. 35 seconds left on the power play. Michigan State comes away with it. Wraps around to the back. On the far side, continuing to just loop around. Now they swing it over to the near side, penetrating in. High shot, blocked away and corralled by Reidner.
This looks like this is starting to become some of the pressure that the Adrian goalies are very familiar with in these past couple games. A lot of shots from outside. Some good defensive pressure from the Bulldogs to keep those shots on the outside instead of being right in the middle of the house. And Reidner is able to stop everything that comes her way so far.
15 seconds left on the power play. In front again, another glove save by Reidner. 10 seconds on the power play as Michigan State has really only had pressure when on the power play and not able to find the back of the net yet, although they have taken the lead in terms of total shots on goal. Morrison back out of the box as another penalty kill successful. On front shot, save. That one sent off towards goal by Vanas, but Reidner's had to put the last 3 or 4 in her glove. We keep doing the face-offs on this end.
Yeah, there's been a lot of face-offs on this side. Reidner is very, very compatible with just stopping the puck in play and just letting the Bulldogs win a face-off.
Win a face-off they do as they transition down the ice. Bounces off of a skate of a Bulldog as now they play for it out in front. Pass trying to play it off. Pops it up in the air. Back into the corner. Adrian trying to block him in there. For his Wise, will send it back around. Swing it back over, almost able to feed it around the corner. Pass puts a shot off, not quite there. And around the far side, Morrison taps it around. Fighting for it there. Morrison goes down as Michigan State starts an offensive transition. Trying to keep it on this end is McCarrigan. Continuing to fight for it there. Zebeli will send it over. Adrian will reset as they move on transition. Wong sends it down the ice. Collision on the near side. They'll corral it there as Morrison trying to send it down. Pass back on the ice as she'll send it all the way down into the Michigan State corner. Plays it off the wall. Over to Wallison. Wallison trying to get it ahead. Pass back out there. Taps it around. McCarrigan trying to get out in front. Not quite there. Pass not able to corral it. Goes over the blue line. Graham collects it back on the far side as Burson will penetrate back over the blue line. Bunch of Spartan defenders back. Over in front. Shot. Deflected away. Not quite able to get a clean look there was Goodman as they move in the other direction. Down the ice once again. Lawson will send it out ahead. Lawson out in front. Around the side. Shot. Not quite there. Goes into the corner. Deflected off of a Spartan State. Throw it ahead down to neutral ice. Michigan State corrals it there. We'll send it over into the far corner. A lot of empty ice out there as they execute their line change. Adrian controls possession. 6 minutes to go here in a back and forth first period. Back out to neutral ice here. Corralled and sent out ahead. More collision as a Adrian player goes down. Out here by Lempa. She'll send it over to Raidman. Raidman tries to put a shot on, but trickles towards goal. Reiner will cover it up, and they'll play off the face-off once again.
Another couple good opportunities from both teams in order for Adrian to either increase their lead or the Spartans to tie things up, especially near the end there where there was a bunch of traffic in front of Reiner's net. And honestly, if the Spartans got a shot away on net, looked like that was going in. Let's see if they have an answer here for this 1-0 deficit.
Adrian continues to play with the advantage as we go back on the offensive attack. Over the blue line, back to Cavalier. Her shot fouled by Rorick.
What a 3-on-2 opportunity from this Bulldog team as the puck goes up to Graham. And great positioning from Ryder Nord to get herself in a shooting position and get an easy one-timer shot on net. However, Rorick is there, and she doesn't let the Bulldogs get another one yet.
Trying to throw it out in front. Adrian ends up with it behind net. Morrison tries to send a shot. Goes wide to the left. Corral in front. Send in front to pass. Not quite there. Morrison corrals it again. Poked away. Michigan State will control it as they move down the ice. Morrison beats him to the puck. McCarrigan sends it over to Cavalier. Goes back into the offensive end. Corralled now by Varos. She'll send it over to Kagan. Kagan will skate down the ice. Under the far side, that's Lampa, excuse me, as she'll get it all the way down near side. Poking around for it there. Both teams fighting for it. Kerrigan will send it back out. Not quite able to clear it as it's a Kylie Graham, the other Graham, who has it there, and kind of went off of a skate there of Morrison. It looked like she was coming off.
Yeah, but the fact that she was coming off and it hit her skate, and another Bulldog was on the ice. That means Bulldogs had 6 on the ice. Therefore, it's going to be a penalty for the Bulldogs for too many men. Looks like Cavalier is going to go to the box to kill this one off. And the Bulldogs had the 3rd penalty of this first period and of the game.
Yeah, a lot of penalties early for this Adrian team. 3 so far, none on Michigan State. So it'll be another power play opportunity for the Spartans. Adrian wins another face-off. They've done a great job winning those so far. Sends that one all the way down the ice. Makes Michigan State have to bring it all the way back up. They will. Over to the center to Lampa. She'll send it over to Heaton. She'll take it into the far corner. Spartans get a fresh set of skates on the ice. That's Pyatt. They'll go back to center. Now crossed ice over to Larson. Her shot out in front, deflected away, squirts out in front, then pops away. Reidner able to deflect that long range and clears all the way back behind. Contact as they fight for it on the far corner. Now they'll send it over near side. Morrison sends a shot streaking in the direction of goal, but goes wide right. Now contesting for it out there is Goodman. Goodman will go on the defense as the Spartans get back over the blue line. 60 seconds left on their power play. Now they'll wrap around back behind goal. Fighting for it there is Raidman. Gets tapped away. Trying to feed it all the way through, and they will. All the way down ice. Graham not quite able to steal it out in front. Spartans trying to get on the roll once again. They'll get on to the offensive end. Poking around for it there. Now they'll send it over out in front. Trying to get a shot off. Shot deflected away. Wrapping around behind now is Brainster. Branster shot blocked. Reidner doing everything she can. Another shot. That one goes awkwardly away. Nobody there to tap it in for the Spartans. Out in front once again. Only 5 seconds left on the power play. In front again. Another shot. Low and deflected. Cleared around the corner. Bulldogs back to full strength. It's a 5-on-5. Shot out in front again. Tapped away. Trying to keep it on the offensive end. Was Varos not able to do so as it goes back to neutral ice. A pair of skaters go down once again as they'll play it off the wall. Does Goodman all the way into the back. 2 minutes to go here in an action-packed first period. All the way down the ice once again. Wise had it out in front. Her shot is blocked away. Cavalier trying to get a deflection. Taps away out in front. Collecting it is Kennedy. Kennedy will bring it down ice. Send it out ahead over the blue line. Able to clear it back to neutral ice are the Spartans. Send it back over to Kennedy once again. He collects. Throws it out ahead. Goes all the way through. Back behind the net. Wrap around back there as the Spartans continue to try and get some offensive pressure. Adrian collects it out in front. This is Path. She'll come into the near side. All the way around. Blocked away. Trying to get it out in front. Can't do so. They'll clear out. Kennedy tries to send one over. Blocked out in front by Heaton. Heaton will take possession of it. Move down the ice. Throw it all the way across. Trying to get it over to Wong. But it gets taken away. Now we head over to Michigan State's possession. 60 seconds to go here in the first period. Collected on the defensive end by Emma Billy. Billy will throw it all the way down. Kennedy to chase it back behind net. She'll tap it over to Nato. Nato not able to squirt it out yet. Tap it around. Able to keep it on the offensive end are the Spartans. Here's a shot. Tapped away out in front. And Ryder is able to get the cover up.
And here's another good opportunity from the Spartans, who are starting to let shots fly on Ryder Nor. From the side of the boards, just a quick tip in front. If a Bulldog was there for the rebound, that was going in, but Ryder Nor is able to stop it before any more Spartans can put some pressure on her.
Another face-off, 35 seconds to go in the period. This one deflects high and onto the back glass here at the Arrington behind Reidner. Played off the wall once again. It'll wrap around to McCarrigan. Kerrigan collects it there. Trying to get it out ahead. Stolen away on the near side by Brainster. Brainster poking around for it. This is a little bit of a scum with only 12 seconds left. Now Adrian trying to get out in front. Pass goes a little too far. Trying to chase it down out there was Goodman. Goes around the other way. Graham taps it up in the air. Time runs out before the Bulldogs can get a shot off. But they still lead this first period 1-0 over the Michigan State Spartans as Adrian playing well on the defensive end so far. Oh, and what have we seen so far through this first period?
What I've seen so far, Josh, is Adrian is starting to put a bit more offensive pressure than we've seen in the last couple games. Throughout these first couple opportunities that Adrian's had, they've had some pretty good shots, but at the same time, so have the Spartans. And so in past games with this team, it's been like this in the first, and Adrian's kind of fallen off and gotten tired near the end, or shots are starting to wear out the goalies. So let's see if today Adrian is able to, first of all, stay out of the box and stay disciplined, because they had 3 penalties that period, which led to a lot of opportunities for the Spartans. Let's see if they can keep up this energy and keep up this offensive pressure and keep getting pucks out and deep and into the net.
Yeah, 3 penalties on Adrian, definitely part of your story through that first period. Adrian still leading 1-0, a situation that they haven't found themselves in very much. We're outscored 6-61 in those first 10 games. Lost the game to the Spartans 3-1 in East Lansing yesterday, hoping for a better result here this afternoon as one period is down, 40 minutes of hockey left to come for ACHA Division II women's ice hockey from the Arrington Ice Arena, Adrian College, Michigan State University. Second period coming up next right here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevy is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena, where the Adrian College Bulldogs are taking on the Spartans of Michigan State. Adrian College leads this game 1-0 through the first period, but they suffered 3 penalties in the first period, allowed Michigan State to get a lot of pressure, 14 shots on goal, but no shots found the back of the net so far. Josh Mitchell and Owen Barber in the booth for this game this afternoon. And Owen, what would we kind of see in that first period?
So what we kind of saw so far was a bit of a back and forth action between the two teams, and a lot of pressure near the end for the Spartans team, and a bit of undisciplinary action from the Bulldogs as well, taking 3 penalties in that game, and honestly giving Spartans a lot more of a chance than they should have. Spartans took a lot of those chances on their 5-on-4 opportunities, and honestly, I haven't seen them do a lot in just normal 5-on-5 play yet so far. So the Bulldogs, with the lead coming into the second period, is very important for them. It's very important for them to keep shots to the outside and not in the house, and also just keep shots away from the goalie, from Rydenauer. And honestly, I think they will be able to keep this lead with the new depth and new energy that they have on this bench that they haven't had in the past because of some injuries.
On the bench for this Adrian College hockey team is their head coach. First year here at Adrian for Teresa DiMaggio, but she was coaching where else but at East Lansing for the Spartans up at the Division I level. Went 13-7-3 as her time coaching the Spartans.
Yeah, this is definitely a must-win game for her, as her homecoming game back to Munn didn't go very well, as the Spartans did win that one 3-1. But I'm guessing that she does not want to get swept against her alma mater's team that she used to coach. So I'm guessing she puts a lot of energy into this Bulldog team, and this is a must-win game for her. And I really think that the players want to give her this win as much as they want to give the win for themselves. Because as we said before, the Bulldogs are 0-10 on a 10-game losing streak to start this season. With the competitive spirit of any hockey team, really, this Bulldog team is really hungry for their first win. So let's see if they can keep this lead and get that win.
1-0 the scoreline, 20 minutes gone, 40 to go. Second period from the Arrington is underway. Michigan State starts off with the puck on the offensive side. Testing for it on the far side. Paff trying to clear it out. Collected there, trying to keep it on the blue side. They will. Penetrate, down inside, shot goes wide to the right. Dangerous look there for Keaton. Spartans maintain possession on the offensive end. Back behind net. Out in front, corralled out there, sends it back in behind. Orkeski there to try and collect that one. Nato and Paff poking at it. Finally it squirts out, corralled by Nato. She'll send it back around to the far side to Morrison. She'll track it down as it's sent out in front, off to the side, deflected away twice by Rydenor. Now it goes out farther down the ice. Collected there by Welgarez. She'll send a shot over, deflected away by Rorick. Line change in for the Bulldogs. Collected back behind net. That's around back there, corralled by Weber. She'll send it over to the far side. Go to the ice as Adrian will stay on the offensive end for now. Now it goes back to neutral ice, not quite able to get the steal. Skating all the way down into the far side. Will beat him down the ice was Graham for the Bulldogs. Back there will go the other way. Lando tap it back onto the center. Fighting for it there. Now it'll go down on the far side. Morrison with it out in front. Sends a pass over. Not quite there. Cavalier didn't see that pass coming from Morrison, so turnover results. Michigan State will skate on the offensive, trying to get a pass over out in front, not quite there. Corralled by Pirate as she'll send it down into the corner. McKinn's able to corral it, shot towards goal, corralled by Ridenauer.
Ridenauer's been standing on her head so far. Quick 3 shots in this first little bit. See this one right here, straight off and up. Bulldogs are there for the Spartans are there for the rebound that time, but Ridenauer is able to say no thank you and keep the puck out of the net and maintain her shutout possibilities.
Michigan State has outshot the Bulldogs almost 2-1 through the first 22 minutes. You're going to have to find some offense. Can't keep playing defense for too long despite the 1-0 advantage. Over to the far side to Benson. Corralling it there. Pressured by a pair of Spartans. Now it's corralled, trying for a wraparound, not quite there. Ridenauer able to deny that one as Nato will send it ahead to Goodman. She'll try and get it across ice. Poked away by Graham. Coming down to the near side. Correct. Collision there. Cleared out back to neutral ice. Really not quite able to get it as Goodman collects it. Tries to send it over to Graham. Taken away by the Spartans. Send it over to the far side. pass not quite there. Adrian will pitch it down behind the net. Comes out into the corner. Corralled and sent ahead to Piernot. Piernot trying to get it ahead. Zebley will take it away. She'll skate out ahead. 2-on-4 on the break. Her shot blocked out in front. Collected, sent back to the blue line. Corralled there. Out in front. Nobody there. Trying to get another shot over. Now we'll go back behind. Wraps around. McCarrigan able to keep it in. But Michigan State will get the clear as it goes over the blue line. Kerrigan takes it back over, but that is an offsides. Set up for a face-off.
Another good couple opportunities from the Spartan team, but now it looks like the Bulldogs are starting to throw some offensive pressure on them. Haven't been able to put a shot on net yet so far this period, but let's see if they can get one with all this offensive pressure that they're getting, because they're maintaining possession in the offensive zone. They just can't get shots through just yet.
Michigan State controls the puck off the opening face-off from the offsides, but able to maintain possession for now. They'll get it over the blue line. Poking around for it there. Able to collect it in the end, but stolen away. Good defense there from the Bulldogs as they'll start to skate ahead, and we got a whistle back behind the play.
And the Spartans are going to see a penalty for number 4. Anastasia Oreski is going to take that one as a slash on the backside, completely away from the puck. Very undisciplined from that Spartan player. And it looks like that was just a bit of a rage moment from her. Now the Bulldogs are going to see their first power play of this game.
Adrian only scored on 3 power play goals through 26 games a season ago. They find themselves on their first power play in this one. Cavalier not able to keep it in. It'll squirt through to the far side. Trying to chase it down there. Able to get there, corral it, send it back across. Turnover quickly. Zebley able to control it, sends it across ice. Taken away by the Spartans. Paff able to tap it onto the offensive end as she and Cavalier will skate down. Adrian takes their positions, controls the puck. Kerrigan will penetrate, shot blocked away in front, nobody there, cleared all the way out by Wise. Cavalier will collect it, back behind net, she sends it across ice. Trying to generate back on the attack. Down the ice, shot blocked away. Out in front, tapped away, sent it off to the right side. Wraps around once again. NATO over to try and keep it on the offensive end. Swinging at it aggressively in the corner. Now it wraps all the way around the circle to the far side. NATO over trying to keep it on this end. Adrian's done a good job of that, at least momentarily here. NATO in front. Shot not quite there. Taps away out in front. NATO will send it over. Corrals it once again off the deflection. Sends it out in front. Long shot blocked away. Graham not able to get there. Collision as they try and pin the puck kind of against the boards on the far side. The teams fighting to free the puck here. 12 seconds on the clock. Adrian controls it, sends it in front, tapped away, wide to the left. Quality look there once again for Adrian, but another power play which results in no goal here at the Arrington. NATO not able to keep it. Now gets it back over, trying to get it back over the blue line. Continue to poke around for it here. Now it goes back over to neutral ice. Taken away by the Bulldogs. Zebley will take it down onto the far side. She's marked by 3 different Spartans. Out in front, long shot. Blocked away in front by Piernot. Paff collects it now. Leaves it off for Zebley. Paff fighting for it. Tries to tap it back out. Taken away by the Spartans. Not able to execute the pass to center ice. McCarrigan will corral it. Tap it over, back on the offensive end. Not able to keep it in as it goes over to the far side. Morrison back on the ice. She's fighting for it. In neutral ice. The team's kind of just swiping at it here, popping around. Finally goes down on the offensive end. Michigan State trying to generate something here. Now it goes all the way back down to the far side. No icing as Graham was able to get back in time. Cavalier collects it on the far side. She leaves it over for Bath. Shot deflected away. Goodman will corral it, trying to send it out in front. Not able to do so. Collected by the Spartans. They'll start to rotate onto the attack. Orski will send it over and feed it all the way down back behind net where the Bulldogs will corral it once again. Nato ends up with it on the breakaway. Puck in possession. Two Spartans marking her as she'll tap it high into the air and over to the far side. Now they fight for it against the boards. Squirts out into center. Nobody quite there as Michigan State will collect it. Sends it across the neutral ice. Morrison grabs it there, gets it back over the blue line. It's Benson who's fighting for it here close. Now it squirts out once again to McCarrigan. McCarrigan almost collides with the official as they skate back down the ice. She throws it down back behind net. Skating down is Emma Billy. She's fighting for it there. Pokes it over as collision once again. Able to get it over the blue line. There is Lempa. She corrals it and tosses it into the air back behind net as Spartans try and control the pace here that ever since that power play, it's been in the Bulldogs' favor. Contested again. Graham not able to corral it as Michigan State able to clear it back over to center ice. Looking for Wong on the long pass. Didn't quite get there, and it turns into an icing.
There's a couple attempts from that Spartan team to try to get some offensive pressure that I haven't really seen much of ever since their penalties have been, since their power plays have been over. Just try to get some there. Couldn't even get the puck to a shot on net for Ridenauer. If you want to get the puck in the net, you're going to have to get to Ridenauer first and then find a way to get past her. Now the Bulldogs have another opportunity down low.
Another opportunity for Adrian, but Michigan State trying to clear it out quickly from their own end. Not able to do so far as it's back behind net. Sends it over to Wong. Shot deflected away out in front. Goes over the blue line. Continue to poke at it right in front of the Adrian College bench. Now Adrian controls it. Sends it across ice to Cavalier. Cavalier taps it down on the offensive end. Michigan State collects it quickly. Plays it high off the glass. And will roll all the way back down. Morrison collects it. Sends it over quickly. Tries to play it over center ice. Poked away by Weber. Weber contact as she gets knocked off the puck. Swings around the circle to the far side. Fighting for it over there is Walson. Walson loses it. Back in the center. Shot deflected away and into the goal! A double deflection for Michigan State, and it ends up in the back of the net.
And there we go. That is the exact shot and area that we needed for the Spartan team to get that tying goal. Shot from outside, some net front presence from Bannister, and the puck just slides up and over Ridenauer. And the Spartans tied things up 1-1 just about halfway through this game.
Bannister and Heaton, the two players kind of both in the box. Not sure exactly who they gave the goal to officially. It might have been Heaton who deflected it in the end. Either way, it's a goal for the Spartans. Now they get on the attack once again, trying to feed it out in front. Trickles out past the back of the goal where the Bulldogs corral it. Trying to send it back the other way. Looking for it again. As now Burdenson corrals it. She sends it over to Brum. Broom will send a shot towards goal. Not quite there. Collected by the Spartans. Play it back out to neutral ice where Nato will play it into the offensive zone. Spartans going to back up. Trying to collect it at neutral ice. Able to do so as Nato will feed it over. Stolen away on the attack is Orski. Orski sends it into the back to Heaton. Heaton poking away for it as it gets cleared back over to the blue line. Long shot towards goal. Dangerous, but deflected by Ridenauer. Here's one to the far side. Corralled, shot blocked. Collected there. Trying to get another shot off was Heaton, not able to do so as it goes over the blue line. Maintain possession, throw it in behind. Line change for the Spartans as the Bulldogs start to generate some transition here. Now they get onto the roll. Welgarez into the back. Goodman tries to play it out in front. Nobody there for Adrian as they execute their line change. Goodman trying to keep it on this end. Not able to do so far as it gets poked away. Back into neutral ice. Collected there by Raidman. Raidman will take it out in front. She gets challenged. Sends it off in front. Streaking towards goal there was Wise, but not able to beat Ridenauer to the cover-up. And it'll be a face-off on this end. Don't just dream about college, experience it. Bulldog 101 gives future Bulldogs a full day on campus with tours, receptions, and more. You can register now at www.adrian.edu/admissions/visit campus/Bulldog 101. Adrian collects it here. Goodman almost gets a breakaway. Instead, the Spartans corral it on the transition. Poked away out in neutral ice by Lempa. She'll take it on the far side into the box. Deflected high into the netting here at the Arrington.
Yeah, this game is, hockey is a game about energy, and it looks like after that goal, Spartans have a lot of the energy, and they're just taking it to this Bulldog team. They're now over double the shots that the Bulldogs have, and they just keep on putting shots on Ridenauer. And this is the type of thing that Bulldogs need to make sure that they stop in order to get their first win.
A 1-1 game in the second. Graham trying to execute a breakaway, not quite there. Corralled by the Spartans. Get it back out to neutral ice. Collision there, able to get it onto the offensive end. Adrian trying to clear it. Not able to do so as it ends up being collected by Nato. He sends it onto the near side. Collision there as Haynes is fighting for it against the boards. State continues to poke away for it. Finally, Zebeli comes away with it down the ice. Should be on the offensive end. Falls down as she feeds it over to Cavalier. Cavalier sends it over. Make a shot, not quite there for Burnson. Collected back at neutral ice as players continue to slip and fall on the ice here at the Arrington. We've seen a decent number of ladies hit the deck. Spartans trying to corral it here. They will get it out to neutral ice, but not able to get any possession. Nato will take it into the center, onto the far side. Her shot high and wide to the left. Michigan State grabs it, sends it out ahead. On the breakaway here is Navag. She gets knocked down. No hand up from the officials. Will play on. Adrian with Broom will take it to the near side. She sends it across, rolling away. Tries to get it back over, not able to do so as Michigan State controls the puck in their back of their own end. Sit out in front. Tapped away. Knocking her stick for it was Orski. She ends up getting knocked down, but it turns into a breakaway once again for Heaton as she gets it back behind. Able to challenge her there is Morrison. Morrison fighting for her. She goes down out in front. Shot not quite there. Bulldogs going to throw it down the ice back to neutral territory. Johnson throws it out ahead. Paff fighting for it now as Collision knocks Spartan off the puck. Kennedy collects it for the Bulldogs. She'll send it over to Broom. Broom down the ice. She'll skate onto the circle. Around the side, shot towards goal. Corralled by Rorick. I'll tell you, you kind of get a feel for how this period's going that we haven't said Rorick's name very much so far this period, Owen.
Yeah, looks like so far this is the Bulldogs only their third shot in this period so far. Ever since that early goal in the first, Rorick has been pretty solid on the chance that she's been able to stop and hasn't really had too many.
Down the ice we go once again. The Spartans will beat the Bulldogs back. They'll get around behind. Tapped out in front. Shot not quite there. Good job by NATO, able to just knock that one off course, not let a Spartan get a stick on it in front. Graham, the Adrian College goal scorer from the first period, will take it down ice. Spartans get the steal, move down the other direction. Get contact once again as they fight for it. Able to poke it away is Burnson. Goodman corrals it, throws it down the ice, and just a blind look collision between a couple of players. Neither one really saw the other. Goodman able to skate off the ice. She looked like she was in some pain as throws that one, goes wide to the right. Skating around behind, throws it out. Ahead does Graham. Tested there is Paff trying to get a stick on it. Now she will. She'll skate down the ice. Trying to send a shot over. Blocked away in front by Larson. Larson will send it around behind. Wong trying to get to it. Cavalier fighting with her as Kerrigan will tap it away. Paff and Cavalier not able to get to it and goes to the far side to Brainston. Brainster will send it down behind net once again where Morrison will collect it. She'll send it around to the far side to Haynes. Haynes will send it over. Wong puts a shot towards goal. Growled by Ridenauer.
Earlier in this shift, it was a bit unfortunate to see Shelby Goodman go off with what it looks like a big blind collision. She's holding her knee, limping off the ice. Hopefully she's all right as this Bulldog team is finally getting away from this injury bug that they've seemed to have so far this year.
No information for sure. I can only say what we saw as she went off the ice, but have not seen her on the bench since then. Now Michigan State has it on offensive end. That one goes dangerously out in front, but nobody there for the Spartans. Riled by Michigan State. Zebley as they'll go down the ice. Zebley loses possession of it, taken away by Lavo. Lavo sends it away. They'll tap it out ahead. Lavo challenging NATO, not able to get there as plays around neutral ice. Spartans collecting it back here, trying to get down. Lavo though, once again, she'll get on the offensive zone. All the way into the back, behind net. She'll wrap all the way around. And get around in front, shot blocked by NATO in front. Goodman trying to corral it. Paff ends up away with it. She'll skate down the ice, loses possession of it for a second. She tries to get by Weber. Spartans will toss it down the ice. We'll end up with an icing. 2 minutes to play here in the second.
Yeah, with these last 2 minutes, it's important for neither team to let up anything awful that could really get into their heads or really get them down. Because as we saw earlier, the goal from Michigan State just brought them a whole lot of energy that got them probably like 10 more shots, and the Bulldogs only 3 more shots this period. So another goal from each side would be a huge energy changer for that team.
This one played off in front, blocked away. Warwick able to get that defense. Here's another shot, blocked away. Pair of shots for the Bulldogs, not able to find the back of the net. Pushing and shoving once again in the near corner. Adrian trying to keep it on the offensive end here. Zebley loses her stick, toss it down to the back. Got to avoid the offsides call here as they'll skate back to the blue line. Corral then send it over to Lavalelle. Accepted and sent down the ice by Heaton. Michigan State will execute a full line change. Adrian trying to establish possessions. Pops high up into the air. And I believe it touched the netting is the call. So we'll do a neutral zone face-off. Papp fighting for it as it pops away. Adrian with possession for now. 1-1 game, 1 minute to go in the second period. Out in front, trying to get a pass. Not able to do so. Instead, it's corralled and going the other way is Welgarez. Welgarez will send it down the ice. Back behind. She challenges the defender, Vanez, behind the net. They'll send it back out fighting for it out in front. That's Lempa trying to get the clear. Instead, it's controlled by Raidman. Raidman will send it down the near side, wrap all the way around the boards. Back around behind net once again. More contact. Michigan State player ends up on her knees as fighting for it. Back behind, kind of pinned up there. Only 12 seconds left in the period. Both teams kind of poking at it. Time dwindling down. Michigan State will corral it with 3 seconds left. It'll wrap around the back of the boards. The horn will sound here at the Arrington as Michigan State finds a goal to tie up this match between the Spartans and the Bulldogs, one apiece. We will head to the third period. Owen, break down that second period for us.
So pretty much what I saw out of that second period was a bit more of an energy shift to the Spartans side. You could probably see now that 2 periods are done, you could see that in the first period they had kind of those bus legs, which probably results from them not having a road game since September 26th. So they definitely put pedal to the metal a lot more this period than they did in the last. And the Bulldogs keeping good defensive pressure on them, and Ryden Hour is doing very good in net so far, only allowing very few goals. Only 1 goal on 24 shots so far. And now it's just need to see who will bring out more energy for the third period in order to bring it home for their team.
Energy, momentum, shifting to the Spartans as they tie it up in the second period. Trying to pull off a series sweep of the Bulldogs in the home and home. Adrian looking for that first win of the campaign. A pair of teams that were ranked in the top 10 a season ago, both in desperate need of a victory here this afternoon. Tie game from the Arrington as we will head to the third period. 1-1 Bulldogs and Spartans. We'll be back with Puck Drop for the third period. Josh Mitchell and Owen Barber here with you on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena, where the Adrian College Bulldogs are tied up 1-1 with the Michigan State Spartans. Josh Mitchell and Owen Barber here with you as we get set to start the third period. And Owen, that second period really felt like momentum started to shift towards the Spartans.
Yeah, we definitely started to see Spartans take advantage of a lot more of the opportunities that they had for them, including that goal that ended with the tie. And the Bulldogs really need to start keeping them away on the defensive side, because doing all of that is not going to be able, or the way that they've been playing is in that second period is not sustainable, especially if they want to come out with their first win of this season.
Michigan State leads Adrian on shots on goal, 24-15 through the period.
Yeah, another thing with this Michigan State defense that I've been seeing a lot of is their ability to block shots and ability to get in the way of the Bulldogs shooting lanes and keep some of the pressure off of Daria Rorick, who's been playing good, but obviously will love all the help that she can get on the helm. So it's really good to see the Michigan State Spartans, especially their defenders, blocking all those shots and helping out their goalie in that area.
On the other side is Ridenauer for the Bulldogs, giving up that one goal in the second, but that's off 24 shots. She's continued to play well and has had a few really hard, really crucial saves.
Yeah, some of the shots of Ridenauer has stopped have been some crucial spots, especially for rebounds. Her ability to stop rebounds and keep them out has been excellent so far this game, and hopefully it'll give the edge that the Bulldogs need to keep the pucks out of the net and into the other net and get this win.
We're set for puck drop. Glad you're with us here on ACTV. 1-1 our score, 20 minutes to play as two teams desperate for a win here early in the ACHA season. Early shot attempt goes wide to the left from Walgares. Poked away, back over the blue line. Nato trying to keep it back over there. Able to tap it over to the other side. Path able to try and get it all the way down. Not quite able to do so. Instead it goes out to neutral ice where Burson will tap it away. Controlled by Zebeli. Zebeli will penetrate down. Taken away by the Spartans as they will start to transition. Loses it there all the way ahead to Nato. Nato will throw it back ahead. Played off of a Bulldog. As they fight for it at neutral ice, Nato will corral it again on the back line. She'll send it out to center. Not able to control it with Zebeli, so Michigan State tries to transition. Offside's called, however. Got a little too aggressive.
Yeah, it looks like on the Spartan side, just a little too aggressive with the puck, try to stick handle across the blue line. The puck went over the blue line, and Emily Weiss will be responsible for that offside, just trying to keep it out, but accidentally tips the puck over the blue line.
Morrison tosses it ahead into center. Graham out there once again. Now they fight for it right down in front of us, in front of the press box. Pops out to the Adrian end, controlled there by Morrison. She sends it across the ice to Graham. Has it taken away from her for a second, but it gets ahead to Cavalier. Cavalier falls down fighting for it. Spartan lands on top of her. McCarrigan able to control it momentarily as she taps it down all the way around. Cavalier back on her skates as she controls it around the center. Bulldogs not being super aggressive here so far, despite having controlled the puck for the majority of the time. McCarrigan will chase this one down to her defensive end. Trying to get it out ahead here, and they will on a bit of a breakaway. Zebeli out in front, shot off the post, out in front. Morrison not quite able to get a second shot. At the other direction, Wong out in front. She gets around Nato, loses possession of it though. Tries to feed it out in front. Nato doing everything she can, kind of kicks it with her skate out to the corner. This shot goes wide to the left. Collected out in front, rebound not quite there. Growled and headed the other way is Graham. Graham loses it out to center ice. Collected by Bainster, and we've got a whistle.
Let's take a look back at that shot to the other side. Really good opportunity for Zebeli as she takes a puck 2-on-2. Shoots the puck to the far right, beats Rorick but does not beat the metal. And the puck stays out and the game stays tied. Really good opportunity to put the Bulldogs up, but unfortunately does not happen.
Zebeli had 2 game-winning goals last season. Trying to add one to that total for this season. Not able to get it there. On the transition back the other way. It's Heaton on the far side. She gets into the center. Her shot is good! Heaton sends it in. Her first goal of the season. puts the Spartans up by 1.
And after that opportunity on the Bulldogs side, the Spartans respond right away, taking the puck and deking right through. Nice little windmill deke against the grain, top shelf shot for Heaton. And the Spartans are up 2-1 against the Bulldogs. What a move from Heaton to get that game-winning or game-leading goal.
Heaton controls it out of the center face-off. Her first goal of the year, does have 3 assists, so she's been involved, but that's her first time finding the back of the net in this campaign. Laid out to center, fighting for it there is Graham, taken away by McCarrigan. She'll skate down in front, her shot blocked away in front. Controlled, sent off towards goal, and it goes in from range. It's a Kenneling Graham, and Rourke just didn't see it coming, went right between her legs, and just like that, we're back tied.
Yeah, great opportunity on the other side. Just been some back and forth action. Shots to the net could go in, as we see here. Akila Graham just puts one on net, hoping for a rebound maybe, but the goalie Rourke was screened and could not see the puck coming, and it just beats her through the 5-hole. And the game, just like that, it's tied back up at 2.
Both Grahams with goals in this game. Another one sent off in the direction by McCarrigan. Controlled by the Spartans as well. Head the other direction. Tons of action here in the second. Another breakaway opportunity. Lambert feeds it over. Not quite there. Braidman tried to add to this crazy third period start. Now Goodman controls it. Gets it over the blue line. Spartans will feed it across the other side to Lempa. Lempa trying to get it over on the offensive side. Pass taken away by the Bulldogs. They'll fight for it on the near side. Out of there comes Morrison with it. She'll skate down the ice. Out in front, tapped away from her by Johnson. Morrison able to keep it on this end so far. Over to the near side. Zebley will collect it. She'll send it over to center. Taken away by the Spartans. They'll head over to the far side. Zebley back over. Able to force the pass out away. Broom not able to control it. They'll scoot back this way. Broom got a stick on it midair, trying to keep it over on this side. Over on the far side, they collect it. Does Welgarez. She loses it over to Michigan State, who gets it back out to the blue line. Throws one out in front. Goes around behind. Hogan not quite there. Broom will send it over. Taken away by the Spartans. Wong not able to collect it. Benson loses control of it. Gets over to the far side where Wong collects it. Now skating down the ice. She'll play it off of the wall. Contact as she goes down. Hand up from the official. That's going to send Bulldog to the box.
Yeah, that's the easiest call a ref can make on Hannah Berenson for interference. Puck was well out of possession as Wong tries to dump it into the corner of the ice, and Berenson just hits her to the ground without any puck on her stick. And because of that, the Bulldogs will be on yet another penalty kill, their 4th one of the game so far.
4 penalties on Adrian, only 1 on the Spartans. Nice clear out there. It'll go all the way down the ice. Collect it there, do the Spartans. They'll play it from behind, as you said. Cavalier collects it in front. Shot blocked away. Way out in front. Blocked away again. Berntsen collects it as Spartan bodies just being thrown in front of the goal trying to save that one. Michigan State ends up collecting it, however. They'll head the other direction. On the near side is Westlawn. Westlawn send it back out in front. Back to Westlawn. She'll send it in front to Lampa. Cleared by Ridenauer.
Let's take a look back on the other side. A little mishap from the Spartans defense. A little whiff of a pass goes right to Cavalier, who's in front. Right on the doorstep, and Rourke is able to keep the puck out. Some good deflections from both Rourke and the Spartans defense to keep it from what we thought was for sure going to be a goal, to keep it outside.
Michigan State still in the power play. They get it out in front. Tap back away. Shot whiffed on. It'll bounce away, go through the back line. It'll slide all the way back behind once again. Michigan State collects it there. They'll send it over to Raidman. Raidman gets it out ahead, loses possession of it there. Nato will play it off the glass, down the other side. Good job by Welgarez as she feeds it all the way back behind once again as they continue to just burn time on this power play. Welgarez and a Spartan get tied up. Both go down, and we got a hand up behind the play.
Another retaliation call from the Spartans. It looks like that's been their only mishaps so far in this game. This one will be on Calipivranos. Apologies if I mispronounced that. But now it'll be 4-on-4 for about 30 seconds, and then the Bulldogs will have a 1.5-minute power play following that.
Vanos goes to the box. As you said, 4-on-4 for the next 31 seconds. Tie game here at the Arrington. Two teams desperate need for a win. Off the face-off, it goes right towards Rorick. Covers it up quickly and will drop the puck again.
Spartans team starting to become feisty in front of their own net and behind. They really are not letting any Bulldogs through to the goalie without any bruises or scratches.
Tossed high in the air all the way down the ice. Icing called, so we'll head back the other direction. About 10 seconds killed off there. Skate back down, prepare to drop the puck again. Ellie Johnson exchanges some words with Rorick. They drop the puck. Michigan State corrals it, plays it off the boards. Down the ice once again. Back to corral it is Morrison. Morrison will play it around the swing. Cavalier trying to challenge it there. Able to get it a little further down the ice. Off the wall once again does Herbest. Herbest not able to do anything there, and we have a whistle. A whistle called right when the door opened. They were fighting right in front of the penalty box. So didn't exactly see what happened. Assuming the puck kind of went into the door or something like that on the near side. Nonetheless, it's Adrian on the power play. This is a team that only scored 3 power play goals in 26 games back last season. Hoping to find one here to put themselves up against a very talented Michigan State team. Both teams fighting to try and get it out here. 60 seconds left on power play. Pops up to center. Burnson is going to race ahead. Cleared back onto the far side by Heaton. Nato will go around to corral it. She's not able to send it over. Collected by Michigan State as they kind of control it. Get a shot off towards goal. Goes wide to the right. But still able to kill off a lot of time on this power play, at least to this point. This period's goal scorer, Alyssa Graham. She'll skate down the ice onto the far side. Poked away right off the boards. Able to keep it on this end is Nato. Nato will toss it down into the near side corner. Tested there. Brinson trying to keep it in. 3 Bulldogs there trying to get at it. Instead, it goes back out to neutral ice. Nato will corral it there. Wait for the team to come back on sides. We'll send it over. 10 seconds left on the power play. Over to Cavalier. She'll try and get out in front. It'll keep it in this side. Around by Kerrigan. Shot blocked away. Goes back behind net. Shot blocked again. Squirts out this way. Burnson will send a shot out. Out in front. Tap. Not quite there. Around again. McCarrigan not able to control it. It'll go back out towards neutral ice. McCarrigan will collect it there. McCarrigan back in front again. Loses control of it. State will skate around. Taylor trying to collect it back behind net. Instead, the Spartans will tap it away. Contested. Barton goes down again. No hand up from the official this time, so we'll skate on as they head around the far side. Nato will send it over to Morrison. Morrison, contact, racing through. All the way around, back behind net once again. Cavalier trying to get after it. Stopping on a dime, turning around is Piernot. Piernot trying to send it ahead. They will collect it there, does Vainster. Vainston will take it all the way down. She'll send it out in front, blocked away, diving out for it is Ridenauer. She'll collect it there.
Shots on goal so far this game. Spartans are at 29. Bulldogs are now at 24. They're closing the gap and getting much more shots this game, especially in the last little bit. A couple scrums in front. Looks like they had a lot of chances. Unfortunately, one wasn't able to get into the net, and so the game is still tied.
Tapping it around, goes around in front. Graham not able to clear it. Shot towards goal, wide to the right. Around behind, out in front, almost tapped in. But Ridenauer able to cover it up once again. We'll remind you that these ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. Josh Mitchell, Owen Barber here on the call. Nathan Linder, our director. On top cam, we got Olivia Corin. This one tapped around in front. And they'll clear it out down the far side. Tie game still halfway through this third period. Kennedy loses possession of it on the far side. Taken away by Heaton. She loses it out in center, and a hand up from the official.
Another penalty on this Bulldog team. It's going to be on Goodman this time. Her and Berenson kind of sandwich at Heaton coming through the middle. And now because of that, the Bulldogs are going to be on yet another penalty kill. This could be the prime chance for the Spartans to get that lead that they've been looking for so far.
Adrian College has had to kill a lot of penalties so far. This is now the fifth penalty on the Bulldogs. Michigan State trying to go ahead. Waiting for it down on the far side. Pops out back ahead. Wallace will send it down high in the air. Goes over the outreached hand of the Spartans, and it'll go down the ice. Send it over in front of the Michigan State bench. McCarrigan fighting for it there. Zebley able to poke it out, at least for a moment. McCarrigan comes away with it. She'll skate out in center. Loses control of it. It'll go back over into neutral ice. Kerrigan chases it down. Spartan goes down again. Slides all the way over to the far side. Have to reset, avoid the offsides penalty if you're Michigan State. Now out in front, down, shot, high. Now on the near side. Out in front, not able to get there. It'll go all the way down the ice. 60 seconds gone in the power play. Line change for the Bulldog special teams. Contact on the near side, and a Spartan is down as another whistle blows. It's going to send another Bulldog to the box. So this is going to be Walgares headed that way. Michigan State couldn't quite see who went down. She's sitting up on her knees down in the near corner. The officials meet out at center. Back on her skates and slowly skating off. Has her helmet off. That appears to be number 20, Ranez, I believe.
This Bulldog team has been very physical so far in this game, and you can start to see it, especially in a league and a division where hitting in the women's division really is not allowed. So there's some there to look into, and Bulldogs are going to be in a 5-on-3 in a very crucial part of this game. It's going to be very hard for them to kill this off. Let's see if the Spartans can take advantage of this mishap.
5-on-3 for Michigan State, trying to keep this game tied. Pass across to the far side. Shot. Goal! Lempa sends it in on the far side, and Michigan State goes up by 1.
Easy as a tic-tac goal with very few full Bulldogs in any shooting lane. She's just able to send their own right across, and Maggie Lempa is there, and to put the Spartans, into the win column or into the leading column for this late in the third period.
8 minutes to play. And this Bulldog offense going to be asked to find yet another goal. First, they got to kill off the next minute 40 of the power play after the 5-on-3 goal. Down we head to the far end. Nato is able to pop it up in the air, out to Cavalier. On the far side, out in front once again, down, shot, blocked. Good save by Reidenauer to keep this a one-goal advantage for the Spartans. Michigan State trying to seal this with another goal.
Yeah, it was another good opportunity for the Spartans with some attackers trying to get that rebound. The rebound was staying there for a little bit, but Reidenauer was able to get it and keep it and force another face-off.
Face-off goes all the way down the ice and just going to cover it up down on that end.
That's a great forecheck there from Ella Zebley in order to keep that and keep the goalie not confident in playing that puck. And now there's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs. If they win this, they can maybe get a shot opportunity to tie this game back up.
Players going down off the faceoff. Michigan State does control possession. They'll send it across to the far side, grabbed quickly by Morrison. She'll throw it down the ice, so Michigan State continuing to not be able to get the puck all the way down here on these power plays, let alone that 5-on-3. Morrison pokes it away once again, going to keep it on this side. She'll wrap around behind the net, trying to get it out in front to Cavalier. McCarrigan will send it out. Deflection not quite on point. Goes down the ice here. Path fighting for it. Still in the blue line. Pops out. Cavalier keeps it on the offensive end. Path going to chase him back that way. Down the ice they go. McCarrigan pops it away. Shot goes wide to the left. They'll wrap around back behind. Over to the right side. Shot deflected, not quite there. Trying to throw a pass down the ice. Wong intercepts. She'll reset as the penalty now officially killed off from Adrian. Even strength here as Michigan State leads by 1. Down the near side, this one pops off. Goes all the way down the ice. Morrison gonna chase it down, throw it around, wraps back behind the goal. Michigan State gonna send it out in front, bounces around, shot, goes wide for now, deflected. Go back around behind, Wong collects it. She loses possession of it. McCarrigan fighting for it now. Pops away, on the attack, out in front, blocked away. Good save there by Reidenauer. And poked away on the transition by Zebley is going to send it all the way back down the ice as Michigan State has done a good job controlling it in the last few minutes of this game. They skate ahead, but a whistle for an offsides. Getting a little too aggressive there if you're the Spartans.
That scrum and that pass shift there was another good opportunity for the Spartans to seal this game late with 5 minutes left. Reidenauer standing on her head in the net, though, facing 32 shots, only let in 3 so far, keeping this Bulldog team in the game late.
Graham down the near side ice, loses control of it. Cavalier recollects it, tries to send a shot towards goal, not quite there. Burnson just slings one to the back of the net. Michigan State corrals it out on the far side. Still leading by 1, under 5 minutes to go. Adrian looking for the tying goal. Sends it over in front. Graham not quite able to collect it. Contested back behind the net. Cavalier coming in, pokes it away, wraps it around, back behind. Path over to try and challenge for this one. Loses it. Goes back over to neutral ice. Nato not able to keep it there. Has to chase it in defensive territory. Taps out ahead. Graham able to get it ahead, trying to feed it over to Zebley. Graham contesting for it again as it's caught underneath the skate of a Spartan. Now poking out of here. NATO able to clear it out ahead. Bulldog bench jumping up and down, excited, trying to keep the energy up as they're fighting to stay in this game. Down the near side ice. Redmond will take it all the way around behind. She maintains possession. Wraps it around, sends it in front. Nobody there. Puts across to the far side to Johnson. She'll throw a shot off. Deflected in front. Bounded away. Bounces to the far side. No goal. As it will stay a 1-goal advantage for the Spartans.
Right now, again, as I said earlier, standing on her head. Spartans with an awkward angle shot. Puck is right there. Right now is able to get her legs on top of the puck and stop the play. Very crucial for this Bulldog team. Now they just need to get a goal to tie it up late in this third period.
3:30 to go in the game. Back away to the far side. Kerrigan over to try and collect the puck. Just holding it against the boards right now. Now it's free. Taps away as Path will chase it down the ice. Johnson collects it on the near side. Throws it out ahead on the transition. Braden out in front. Pass over. Shot. Not there. Good save by Ridenauer once again. Corralled by the Bulldogs. They'll send it down the ice. Neutral territory here. Plays off of a skate of Morrison. Now on the attack is Haynes. Her shot corralled easily by Ridenauer. Bulldogs continue to try and generate some offense to try and tie up this game. Defensive zone face-off again. Taps away, more pushing and shoving. This game continues to be very physical. NATO fighting for it in front. Able to get a glove on it was Ridenauer.
These are getting a little feisty in front of Ridenauer's net, especially late in this game. Bulldogs are trying to keep the Spartans out of the net and out of the presence of Ridenauer, and they're doing anything and putting their bodies on the line in order to do that.
Pops up in the air, goes out in front, cleared away to the near side. Now they fight for it in the corner. Both teams kind of poking at it there. Now it comes free, collected by really neither team, as now it's the Spartans out in front, trying to keep it on this side. Good move out in front, deflected away. Goes off of Burnson out in front. Not a good angle there. Tapped away as the Bulldogs have not gotten the offensive pressure they need. Well, down by 1 here. NATO now has it on the far side. She'll skate out ahead. Loses it for a moment. Taps it around one defender. Loses it again. Played off to neutral ice all the way back to the Adrian end. Burnson will take it there. She'll skate out ahead. Tries to get it across to Graham. Not quite there. Will go down onto the Spartan end where they will control it. Looping around back there as they'll move it out ahead. Sends it over to the near side. Collected down ice. Trying to feed it through here. Now it's just kind of collected. Big contact as they fight for it in the near side corner. Now it's out in front. Bulldogs play it off the wall. It'll go all the way down the ice. Adrian will try and skate down, and they'll pull a couple of skates off, execute a line change in front here. Pushing and shoving out in front. Goalie has been pulled for the Bulldogs. That's all out attack, down by 1, 60 seconds to play. Playing for it out in front. Cavalier has it. She loses it. It goes by. Morrison will try and chase it down. From behind, Oreski not able to get there. Adrian collects it. Down the ice. Zebley will take it on the offensive end. She tries to pop it out in front. Not able to get there. Around behind. Whistle blows. It appears that we have a penalty. Who's it on?
Penalty's going to be on number 4 for the Spartans. Again, Anastasia Oreski, her second of this game. And now this is going to be a 6-on-4 if they keep their goalie pulled, which I assume they will. And the Bulldogs are going to take a quick timeout late in this period with 44 seconds left.
Timeout by Adrian. as we draw to the conclusion of this one. Adrian College 2, they're on the power play for the rest of this game. Gonna try and tie it up in the final moments. We'll step aside for 30 seconds, and we'll be right back here on ACTV. Welcome back to ACTV. Josh Mitchell and Owen Barber here with you in the booth as the Bulldogs trail this game by 1 goal. 45 seconds on the clock. Full power play. Goalie has been pulled for Adrian. It'll be a 6-on-5 on the offensive end, trying to tie up this game. Path to take the face-off on the near side. Puck down. Pat feeds it over to Cavalier. She'll send it across ice. McCarrigan not able to get there. Goes over the blue line. They'll have to try and reset. Able to get it back in the offensive zone. Throws it all the way down the ice. Adrian will try and chase it down. 30 seconds to play. Morrison will collect it there. She'll send it up ahead. Tapped away. 22 seconds left. Adrian trying to get down the ice. McCarrigan out in front. And offsides called. 18 seconds to play. We'll drop the puck again.
Wow, what a crucial call for a Spartans team, this offsides, because all 6 Bulldogs were coming in hot into that zone. So that offsides was what they needed to get the face-off right outside.
18 seconds. Collected out in front. Over to Graham. She gets in, tries to throw it forward, recollects it, taps into the back. 8 seconds left. Cavalier has it. She gets out in front. Shot blocked away. Blocked again. Royker clears it away. Spartans win. Two big saves at the end by Rorick to give the Spartans a much-needed victory from the Arrington.
I'll talk about coming up big. Akila Graham was right in the middle of the house, in the middle of the slots. Prime scoring chance. Gets 2 shots off and 2 saves from Daya Rorick. And she's able to keep this out, especially when the team needs her, she has them. And because of that, the Spartans come out with the victory.
Michigan State claims a hard-fought 3-2 victory over Adrian College. They'll improve to 3-on-3 on the campaign after the sweep of the Bulldogs. Adrian College falls to 0-11. Fantastic game both ways. Graham score the goals for Adrian, for Michigan State. There's goals up and down the board. Lempa with what turns into the game winner at the end. But what a stand by the Michigan State defense to close this one out.
Yeah, that's really what all the goalie can ask for. Let her take the shots that are needed and let the defense deal with everything else, and that's exactly what they did. Jerry Rorick, not even just at the end, they were also able to just keep shots away. 24 shots on, only let in 2. And because of that, the Spartans come out victorious in a very, very good energy-shifting battle between these two teams.
For this Michigan State team, they improved to 3-on-3 early in their season. For these Bulldogs, they'll be back in action this coming weekend against the University of Illinois right here from the Arrington for a pair of games. That's going to do it for us here on ACTV. Josh Mitchell, my partner Owen Barber with the call here. Spartans come into the Arrington, get a big win. 3-2 your final here from ACTV.